Wine. It's the best drink. Red wine, in my opinion, is the best drink to have after a heavy, meaty meal I just had. I had some hamburger meat that I cooked up just now, and I'm just gonna take some red wine here to yeah, just help me burn all that meat off. By the way, if you're wondering, what is my favorite alcohol? What's the best alcohol in my opinion? Oh well, first of all, let me turn on some tropical island beach ambient sound for you. In my opinion, wine, red wine in particular, sweet Chilean wine is my favorite to drink, alcoholic drink overall. Why? Because it's cheap, it's delicious, and I can get a huge bottle at my liquor store for like $12 Canadian. So that's a good deal in my opinion. Go for it. And you're wondering, is there any difference between like expensive wines versus cheap wines? No, there isn't. I've tasted, I've paid for, I've tried, I've sampled expensive wine, red wine from who knows where. There is not much difference, in my opinion. In my opinion. Once you get drunk, you lose all your senses. You don't really care where it's from. But at least you could know that if you're starting with a cheap Chilean wine, then yeah, it's not going to hurt your wallet. You can drink safely and not worry about the repercussions after. Now, what about whiskey? Or other alcohols? It's like soju, beer, tequila. Let me give you my analysis. If I'm socializing with other people in public setting, beer is the best drink overall. Okay, beer brings people together. Okay, if you're drinking beer alone, there's something wrong with that formula. Okay, when I'm alone, when I'm thinking, or when I'm just conversing with someone like you one on one, specifically a girl, red wine is always the best option. White wine is just too sweet, in my opinion. It has more calories. We all know that. More sugar. So white wine, if you're having fish, which is what I rarely eat these days. I eat meat, red meat. So red meat paired with red wine, excellent, classic combination. Okay, and yeah, if you're on a date, red wine. It's always red wine. You don't have beer with a date. That's later on when you're a couple. When you've settled in as a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend for many years, then you start drinking beer. You know, once you're getting acquainted, red wine. Red wine. It's just so fancy, formal. It just suits every occasion. You know, rich or poor, whatever background you're from, red wine. Now, what about whiskey? I've tried whiskey. I've tried particularly Irish whiskey, Jameson whiskey, and all that, and also like Japanese whiskey. To me, I just don't have a taste. I don't have an affinity for whiskey. I know like a lot of businessmen, they love drinking that whiskey, but to me, yeah, I put the ice in it. It's okay. But, I just don't see myself drinking that, long term when I'm alone, like at work or something. Like, you picture that, right? You picture like a guy in a suit in his office drinking whiskey late at night with a chunk of ice. I tried it, doesn't fit me. Plus whiskey is a lot more expensive than wine, and you get more bang for your buck with wine compared to whiskey. Whiskey, you have to dilute it, or you can drink it like without water. I don't know, you gotta minimalize. I just don't like that concept. I like having a full glass of red wine, just like my water. Okay, it's good enough for Jesus, good enough for me. Soju, I stay the hell away from soju at all costs, okay? If you like soju, good for you. But for me, that's like drinking jet fuel, okay? Gasoline. My brain is wrecked the next day. I can't function at all. I have to sleep the next day, so I can't go to work. I can't do anything productive the next day. Same with tequila. Big mistake. Every time I've had tequila, I went overboard and just paid the price. Couldn't function for the next 2 or 3 days. Tequila is even worse for me, okay? So I stay the hell away from tequila. So for me, it's red wine if I'm with a girl or on a date or just by myself talking to you, being casual. like we are now, or if I'm with a group of people socializing with guys and girls and all that, beer. The local beer, whatever's the local beer on tap, particularly. So, for example, if I'm in Korea, I'm gonna drink the local tap, the Korean beer. I'm not gonna drink imported beer or anything unless it's some sort of special venue. No, I'm gonna drink the local beer from your local country if I'm visiting. That's for sure. So if I'm in Thailand, for example, I'll drink Thai beer. My favorite is Tiger beer, by the way. Okay, so I like some girl got me on to Tiger beer. That's why, and it just stuck with me ever since. So every time I go to Thailand, I always make sure to drink Tiger beer with people around me. Okay. If I'm in Korea, then yeah, I'll drink Max or Height, whatever other beers are out there local. And yeah, that's the best way to get to know a country is by drinking the local beer.